If you're running a Shopify store, you know how time consuming it can be to find winning products. But in this video, I'll be sharing with you exactly how I found a 5K a day product for my Shopify store. And we're even gonna go and find one live in under 5 minutes. It's gonna be a really awesome video, so stay a while and you'll get a lot of value from it. Now first, here are the results from this exact strategy. As you see, this month, we've been able to consistently hit 5K days and more with this store, and it's been just through one product, and this is exactly how we found it. But first, let's go over the criteria that you need to know in order to find these products. There's really 5 things that I look for. So the first thing is looking for products that are already selling and that have massive demand behind them. Trust me, it's easier to capitalize on what's already working than creating something from scratch. It's really easy to get emotionally attached to products and think that you have the best eye and vision for finding winning products, but it's much easier to get success when you follow the data. And this is something that happens even at the billion-dollar level. You saw, for example, how Mark Zuckerberg launched Threads, and it's basically a carbon copy of Twitter, but he knows Twitter works, so it makes sense. The second criteria is a healthy margin. A healthy margin is anywhere from $20 to $30, and ideally 3 times your cost of goods, so the product price. From my experience, that's been the easiest way to actually scale a product, since I like to use meta ads primarily to scale my businesses, and that's only possible if you have some margin to work with. The third thing is finding a product with clear benefits and value. A product that genuinely improves someone's life and that actually has some sort of benefit. Now, the fourth criteria is to have some room for improvement. So since we're taking a data-driven approach, it's important to find products that you think you can actually compete with. Obviously, you're not gonna be creating the next Twitter, right? So that's a great example as to, that's something you don't wanna compete with. You don't have the resources to compete with that. So find something that you know you can improve upon. And trust me, a lot of people are getting massive success with terrible landing pages, terrible video ads. So don't think that you can't compete. Honestly, watching my channel and following some of my content will give you the skills you need in order to actually compete with a lot of these businesses that are already making sales. The last criteria is for the product to have growth potential. Now, this is more of a personal one, but I like to think long-term, and I like to go into a product that I know I can build a brand around and build something long-term for. So now let's go over how to actually find these products. And it's a little bit of a formula here, but a lot of these tools are really easy to access and are actually free, which is amazing. But the first step is finding ads that are working on the Facebook ad library. So right here, we're in the Facebook ad library. Everybody has access to this. And what I do is I type shop now. This is a very common set of keywords that people use, and this will give us a lot of potential products that people are running right now. And if somebody's spending ads on a product, chances are it's doing decent at the very least. That's obviously not guaranteed, but generally it does mean that someone is spending money. So for example, we see this product right here. It's a very simple ad, honestly not very good. And a very spammy ad copy here by a store called Tekis Shop. So what we can do here is then click here and go to the store and see what they're actually doing. So we're gonna spy on it a little bit and get some ideas. So as you see, this is very clearly a general dropshipping store. It's not very good. So as you see, we're on the page now, and we can see this is called the multi-use functional collapsible cart. And as you see, this is looking pretty ugly. I mean, this is not very good, and they're selling it for a good price, but the landing page is terrible. So right now, we just found a product that is pretty good and it has some potential, right? This genuinely solves somebody's problem. And then what you want to do to really increase the likelihood of success of your product test is verifying and validating the product with a tool called Shop Hunter. So for example, one of the ads in the ad library led me to this brand. So again, this is a great concept that you can use even to build a big direct-to-consumer brand. It doesn't just have to be a dropshipping store, though that does require a larger investment. But this brand sells hair products for curly-haired women, and it's very well done. Now, on Shop Hunter, I looked up the store, and it shows me that they're doing about $160,000 a month. So we know that this store is working quite well. Even though some of the data is lagging behind, this software is not perfect. It's an incredible indicator that shows us demand behind products. The next method is something called the Amazon Movers and Shakers. Now, this is a free method, just like the Facebook ad library. And what's really cool about it is that it shows us all of the products that are really killing it on Amazon right now and that are moving up in rankings. So they're selling really well. Of course, Amazon is the biggest marketplace in the world, and it has so much data that you can utilize to gauge demand. So for example, something like this, right? This shotgun tool, that looks pretty interesting, and it goes for $20. So that's not bad. It's probably pretty cheap to make. Now, something like an air fryer, right? I mean, that one's not as good. It's a little bit more difficult to sell, but you get the idea. And then what I like to do is use Google Trends to validate the growth potential of this product. So for example, air fryers, right? We saw a really good air fryer on the Amazon Movers and Shakers list, and we can see that that is a massive, massive trend. So that's definitely something we could potentially tap into. Then what you want to do is find your product that you're thinking of selling on CJ Dropshipping or AliExpress. I recommend CJ Dropshipping as a better alternative to AliExpress because it's more of a private supplier experience and it's faster usually than AliExpress. But if you are going to use AliExpress, I definitely would suggest that you contact the supplier you're going to be using to ensure that they're a good quality supplier. And I will say this is phase one of your e-commerce store. I would definitely not suggest AliExpress long term. I think it's just a good way to potentially validate an idea, but then you should move into using a fulfillment partner or a fulfillment agent, which you can find online pretty easily these days, or use CJ Dropshipping like I mentioned. So let's actually do this. I have the Shop Now button here, or Shop Now text. I looked it up, and the first product I saw is this thing right here. It's a little scrubber. So we're gonna click this and we're gonna go see what's up. So it's a cleaning brush, and it's a 3-pack cleaning brush for really tough places. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check this out, see if we can find it on AliExpress. Crevice cleaning brush. Okay, so we found some things that have some sort of similar potential. Now, this is actually kind of an interesting product. Here it is. This is actually the exact same one that they're selling. And you see that they're starting to sell some, but they haven't really popped off too much. So this is a good opportunity to test out, for example. It's small, 99 cents. And these people are selling a pack of 3 for $20. So that's a great margin. And you could even do a pack of 4 for like $30 or $40. And that doesn't increase your cost of goods too much. And then again, one of the criteria is to have potential for improvement. This has a ton of room for improvement. As you see, this supplier is terrible. It doesn't look good at all. Now, unfortunately for this one, we're not able to find a Shop Hunter link. So that's unfortunate, but we can see that this brand is starting to run this up on Meta, which is a great sign and definitely a good opportunity to test, especially given how much room for improvement there is with this product, since they're doing this horribly. Now here's another product opportunity. So this one is the Pup Jet, and it allows you to clean your pup pretty easily. These guys are running a lot of different ads now, and we are able to find them on Shop Hunter. We can see that they're doing $50K a month with this product, which is really good to see. And as you see, we can find it on AliExpress pretty easily for $14, and they are selling theirs for $35. So not the best margin, but again, you could definitely work to improve that and potentially create a bundle or some sort of bundle of products that allow you to have a healthy margin. That's a bit of an experienced, advanced thing to do, but you should definitely consider it if you really want to test a product like this. Now, one of the things that has helped us continue to be on top of all our e-commerce knowledge is having a dedicated all-in-one research community called the Akemi Lab. It's something that I built a little while back, and it's played a big role in our success. It's basically a research center and community all in one. It also has a content library with a ton of lessons and courses that you can learn from. And it's really an incredible place to just hang out every single day and get ideas and, just have an environment and a culture of improving your skills and learning every single day. You can check it out with the link in the description. It's an incredible community and I would love to see you join. But that pretty much does it for this video. I really hope that it helped you out in a lot of ways. Make sure you watch this next video and hopefully it helps you out a lot. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're taking the content to the next level again, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.